The doll. On her birthday, Lucia was woken up by her stepmother bringing her a large package received by the post office and addressed to her. Excited about the package, the girl quickly opened the package and was horrified because inside the box was the most disgusting doll she had ever seen. The doll was old, completely bald, with cracked skin and covered in dust. But the worst of all was the toy's mouth, which had long, sharp teeth as if they were the fangs of an animal, with a shiver running through its body. The child took the doll off the floor and went to a corner. At the same time, her stepmother called her attention, saying that someone must have gone to some trouble to send her this old doll, and for that she should feel grateful. Lucia tried to protest, but her stepmother didn't want to listen to her and forced her to keep the doll, refusing to throw the toy away. In order not to upset her stepmother, the child stuck the doll in a closet under the stairs, right behind a pile of shoes, where she wouldn't have to look at that ugly thing. Some nights Lucy was lying in bed when there was a noise. It was a strange sound that she could not identify. The noise stopped and then continued for a few minutes. Now she could perceive that the sound was as if something was walking with small steps. Lucy was shaking in her bed, unable to move. She always slept with the door open to take advantage of the light that came from the hallway because she was terrified of the dark. Soon it seemed that I had become a stranger to her from the hallway. I am on the 5th step. The child, completely terrified, covered her head with the blankets and was shaking with fear. However, the sounds suddenly stopped. That night, Lucy could not sleep anymore and stayed under the covers until dawn when her stepmother came into the room to wake her up. Lucy told her stepmother what had happened. She explained that it must have all been a nightmare. Even so, the child begged her stepmother to let her throw the old doll away, but she insisted that the toy had been a gift and that she should keep it. Her stepmother even went to the closet and showed her that the object was in the same place. As always upset, Lucia started telling herself that it had all been a dream. That night Lucia tried to stay awake as long as possible, but was soon overcome by exhaustion. After a while, she was woken up by a muffled voice that said, "Lucia, I'm in the 10th grade again." The child put the blanket over her head and started crying in fear, not sleeping. Again that night, like the other time, the sound of the voice ended and she didn't hear anything else until dawn at Lucia's school, but everyone laughed and made jokes about her. Lucia then calculated that if the doll climbed 5 steps each night, the next night she would reach the top of the stairs and would be facing her room. Terrified, Lucia decided to sleep with the door to her room closed and the light on. When her stepmother came into the room to say good night, she asked why she had closed the door. Lucia then asked if she could leave the light in her room on instead of leaving the door open to take advantage of the light from the hallway, but her stepmother told her that the light in the room was too strong and that she wouldn't. I would let her sleep like this. Lucia agreed to sleep with the lights off and the door closed so it wouldn't be completely dark. She opened the curtains to try to brighten her room a little. As soon as she started to doze off, she started to hear a noise. And then the voice came, clearer and louder than the other times. "Lucia, I'm at the top of the stairs." In the darkness of her room, she saw the door open slowly. The next morning, the little girl's body was found at the bottom of the stairs. They figured she had gone to the bathroom during the night, tripped and fell down the stairs, breaking her neck. An old doll was found next to the child. Her stepmother asked her to be buried with the toy. She loved that doll so much. Now they can be together forever, the stepmother said.